There are many ways to farm knowledge in Deepwoken. Some of the methods range from one-time quests that give you a small bit of knowledge, to killing bosses en masse. The methods shown in this video will only get better as it goes on though. Some of them can go over 100 knowledge per hour, so you'll want to stick around to the end if you too want to know how to farm maximum knowledge. So to start off with, there are a few one-time quests that can give you a little bit of knowledge. The first one is at Meteor Isle. You talk to this NPC, then you have to go back to Fort Merit, kill a bunch of guards, then she'll give you true knowledge. The next thing is even easier. By talking to this ghost in layer 2 that'll appear towards the start, and making sure you select the second dialogue option, you'll get a free true knowledge without doing anything at all. These two one-time quests are very useful for progression if you just need a little bit of knowledge to reroll something. But let's move on to farming bosses for knowledge. We're going to start off with Chaser, who, spoiler alert, is the slowest boss in this video. But there is no risk of farming Chaser. Since you have Light Hook, even if you die, you'll just respawn outside Castle of Light, and can go back in and try it again. Plus, you can also get pretty decent loot from farming Chaser. This can include incredibly rare items like a Sinner's Ash, Moon's Eye Tome, and Bloodforged Crown. But if you're not gripping Chaser, you'll be getting 1 knowledge every time you kill him. The peak of my PvE build is about a 4-minute 30 Chaser kill, so that averages out to about 13 to 14 knowledge per hour. It's nothing amazing, but considering there's basically no risk to doing it, it's not a bad option if you just need a little bit of knowledge. But Peron is the next best boss for knowledge. He's unique because he gives you incredibly strong gear. A lot of the stuff in his chest can be 3-star, so if you need good GVM or HP gear, it's a good place to farm. If you want to make your Peron kills significantly quicker, you want to make sure you're using Providence Thorns, as you'll be able to shred Peron's health by using it. There is a cooldown on spawning Peron, but even so, by the time you kill him, he should be just about to come off cooldown. So if you're farming Peron for a full hour, you can expect around 20 knowledge, which isn't bad considering you're getting incredibly high tier gear. The next boss is Fairman. He gives you 1 knowledge per boss kill in Spring. This might sound low, but if you use Providence Thorns or a dedicated Ferryman farming build, you can be spawning in and killing Ferrymans every 40 seconds to a minute and a half. Obviously depending on the build and your skill with it. For instance, with my Ferryman farming build, I can kill him in around 40 seconds, which is pretty good. Not to mention, Ferryman has incredibly good items in his loot pool, including a Storm's Eye, and he actually has the highest chance of any boss in the game to give you a Moon's Eye Tome. For those of you who don't know, this gives you 99 knowledge instant. So depending on how good you are at Ferryman, you can be expecting anywhere between 40 and 90 knowledge per hour. Obviously this depends on some factors, but Ferryman is an incredibly useful boss to farm, considering there's no risk and you can get some insane loot from it. But the best knowledge farming method in the game, you all probably saw this coming, but it's Atheron. This is the definition of high risk, high reward. While there is a chance of wiping to Atheron, if you get all the medallion chests, you can expect to be getting around 40 to 50 knowledge per run. Not to mention, you can also get legendary weapons from his chest. Although if you aren't super confident at doing Atheron solo en masse, I wouldn't recommend doing this, since there is a decent chance of wiping either to game crashes, getting unlucky with Atheron, or the escape sequence. For a half-decent build, you should be able to do an Atheron run in about 30 minutes at most. So overall, with Atheron, you can be expecting 80 to 100 knowledge per hour, which is pretty insane. As long as you're confident at fighting Atheron, he's the best way to farm knowledge. Although if you're not, the next best option for pure knowledge is Ferryman during Spring. Anyways, this has been the best ways to farm knowledge in all of Deepwoken. There's plenty of methods here ranging from one-time knowledge quests, to easy bosses to kill like Chaser and Peron, to the incredibly high-end knowledge farming methods like Ferryman and Atheron. So you can choose whatever knowledge farming method is right for you. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and check out some other PvE content, and I'll see you next time.